Okay, and welcome to a video here on MTG Standard Arena here, as I'm looking at what I call the Grixis Reanimator Portal deck here. As you can see in the name, is a Grixis Reanimator deck looking to zombify some big creatures here. So the inspiration for the deck is where we'll start with Satoru the Infiltrator, this human ninja from Outlaws of Thunder Junction here, a 2/3 menace. When Satoru or one or more other non-toon creatures you control enter, if none of them were cast or no mana spent to cast them, draw a card. So Magic loves to use a lot of words to say something simple. If you plot something, you'll draw a card. Also, if you reanimate or blink/flicker something, you will also draw a card. So that's kind of the idea here, is to combine Satoru with Splash Portal, which is a 1 mana flicker spell, as well as Zombify, which is a reanimation spell, which will keep you drawing fuel with Satoru. So the other thing you'll note is that both of my other 2-drops that help supplement this have an ETB, and enter the battlefield ability, as well as all the reanimation. Most of the reanimation targets here have an ETB. So to round out the 2-drop slots that help supplement this reanimation plan is Fear of Missing Out. If you've played against any red in Standard, you've probably seen this card. FOMO, as it's called, is a 2 mana 2/3. When it enters, you rummage, you discard a card, then draw a card. And once you have Delirium active, if it attacks, you get an additional combat and untap 1 creature. Pretty powerful. And the card this works best with, I'll show you in just a second here. It's on the reanimation targets over here. We also have Ashley, which does a similar thing. When she enters, you rummage, you discard, then draw. Or when she transforms, you also get to do that. And then you pay a blue to flip her on the next turn, and she starts generating 2 mana every turn for no cost. But you have to play a mana value spells 4 or greater. Not that big of a drawback. You're probably going to look to Zombify or play one of your 5-drops early with Ashley. She's fantastic. And the thing I realized is she just starts generating this mana. No more input. She just starts generating it. Awesome card. Okay, so we're playing for Zombify. What are we looking to hit here? Now, the main reanimation targets here are going to be Kefka, Court Mage, and Arden the Usurper. Tapping into a little bit of Final Fantasy bullshit here. Kefka, sick card. It's very great in Commander. It's also great here in 60. One of my friends played a legit Commander deck with Kefka, and he kind of put me onto this card. When Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards cards, and you draw a card for each card type discarded. So it's kind of a card advantage engine here, and it also depletes the opponent's hand, which is a pretty nice way to kind of secure your victory through the mid game. Another nice part is Splash Portal gets you 1 more trigger. Hey, let's go. FOMO gets you 1 more combat. That's 1 more attack. That's 1 more trigger. Let's go. Okay, Arden. Some Final Fantasy bullshit here. We have a 4/4. Gives your demons menace, lifelink, and haste. Okay, why is that good? Well, Star Scourge. At the beginning of each combat, you exile a creature from any graveyard. It is now a 5/5 demon with menace, lifelink, and haste. Every combat, you get to do this for free. So this card's really good. It's your best reanimation target. And what's really sick is if you get FOMO with Delirium and attack with FOMO, you gain an extra combat, which is an extra demon with Arden. Yep, that's right. An extra demon with Arden. So that is kind of the dream there. So since we're doing the 3 splash portals here, we have the one of Quanta Riddler as turn 3 portal into Riddler. It's one of my favorite things to do at Standard right now. We have the Harvester of Mystery with this ETB. It's nice because you can discard it, then reanimate this card. And it's really nice against some of the green decks running around, or some of the small creature decks. Terror of the Peaks I wanted to try. Yeah, it's just super powerful if you can follow it up with other big guys. This card looks like a bombshell, and when followed up, absolutely is. But I'm starting to favor it less than the other reanimation targets because it doesn't generate value when it enters. And so the other cards are a little better in a vacuum, I guess. And then Splash Portal, the new thing, and it will actually stay around instead of leaving. Okay. We also have the Trumpeting Carnosaur, big ETB. You can discard it to Lightning Bolt a creature, and then reanimate it later. Perfect, fits right in with the theme. So that is most of the deck here. We're rounding out with some removal spells that allow us to discard a card to help fill our graveyard, while also interacting with the opponent. Bounce off, nice cheap interaction. One of Springleaf Drum to look to get another turn 3 Zombify if you don't have an Ashling. We're going to try out this Wrath spell here that also helps us discard our reanimation threats and stay in the game. Bunch of Grixis lands, Explosive Nightclub because you can discard it and play it. Sideboard here, tune it up to your metagame, what you're running into. Got some counterspells, some discard, some Grave Hate, some small Wraths. That's the list here. Let's place a few best of ones. Okay, here we are loading into a game against the Virtuous. Looking at our first hand here, we do have our colors. These splash portals are a little awkward. We do have some interaction in it. Terror the Peaks. Kind of tough, actually. So close. Let's mull. Think this looks better. We got all our colors. Riddler, interaction, FOMO. Okay, so what to bottom? The Riddler's probably just better. Hard to tell. Alright, we'll drop a Blood Crypt tapped and pass the opponent here. I think I'm happy with that mulligan, relatively. Okay, another removal spell here. We will again play this Watery Grave, tapped. So maybe next turn here where we can FOMO, discard the land, play the land. Decent sequence. A Voice of Victory. It's a good card. It's pretty nice to get FOMO down just ASAP. We'll discard the Nightclub so we can play it. There's an Ashling. Alright. Ashling's a great draw here. Can help us hardcast this Rubus. Okay, sweet. He's doing the white-black tokens strategy. So spawn a toy here. It doesn't really matter what I bought. Okay, nice. We got some Burgess here, so we'll just drop that, I guess. Probably do want to kill this voice. That card's pretty good. Let's start with the Ashling. Discard this land. Pound Saw. That's nice. Put this Knife Trick onto the voice. What do we want to discard? I think probably the Bounce Off. No, we'll do the Knife Trick. I don't know. I don't know. We'll attack with the FOMO. Yeah, he probably wants that, but that's okay with me. We'll get out of the way. Alright, that's turn there. Alright, let's see what the opponent has here. Elspeth, that's sick. Gonna spawn some tokens. Very nice. Don't want to bounce any. I don't think so. I will do that, yes. 2 blue. Drop the Riddler here and draw 2 cards. Solid. Solid. Nice. That's pretty good. We will go ahead and attack Elspeth. Yeah, they can triple block Ashley. They can triple block FOMO. I guess I'll just bounce off as they present that. This Riddler's gonna help me draw more cards. Five mana here, we'll get 7 off Ashley. We draw land, we can art him. Do I have anything in the yard? No. He does. Alright, he's gonna get the Riddler. Seems good. Okay. You draw landward business. That's close. Do I want to flip Ashley? I don't think I do. Oh, interesting. And discard 2. Could they mean discard? I don't have to discard any cards if I don't want to. That's nice. So I'll just decline. Okay. Surveil 1. Drum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not drawing the drum. I'll mill that, which will give me FOMO combats, which is nice. Let's go and attack Elspeth. See how he blocks before I triumph. Actually, discard the art in here. Because that will just zombify it. With the FOMO, okay, here's what we came to do. Let's see if they have some interaction. They're approaching 6 mana here, so maybe they're going to flip this. Bunch of value token permanence going on here. See, given some time, they'll be able to generate a lot of value. Okay, so, you know, if I did get the land here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Sort of able to hard cast Arden, which is interesting. So maybe next game that would have been better. At this point, we'll do that. Okay. Let's start here by resurrecting Arden with the Zombify. With the FOMO online. Let's go. That's what we came to do. Scry 1 here. Land. Don't need sass. Okay, enter combat here. Any graveyard. Let's go. Mobilize 2. Yes, please. Awesome. Here we go. This is what we're looking to do. Let's attack Elspeth, yeah. Menace. Pretty nice. Menace lifelink. And there we go. Second trigger with Arden, thanks to FOMO. Let's get another voice. Ooh, dirty. Okay. Actually, I just want to confirm a kill on Elspeth here. Mobilize, going at him. Oh my god. Another mobilize. Yes. Okay. Yep. Now we cook it with gas. That's what we were looking for. Let's go. FOMO into Arden. Don't matter how much value you're getting from all these enchantments. And that's game. Booyah! Booyah! That's what that deck is looking to do. Let's go. That's what the deck's trying to do. That's a great showcase for this Grixis Reanimator deck. Got to see some of the new cards. Ill-Timed Explosion coming into play. Just showing off the power of Ashling there to be like, man, I maybe even hard cast Arden at some point. Crazy. FOMO, giving us that another combat to get another Arden trigger. Just, oh my gosh. That is this deck in a nutshell. Seems kind of broken to me to FOMO into Arden and get 2/5/5 Menace, Lifelink, Haste. Voice of Victors in that game, so yeah. Alright, good showcase.